Okay, so here is 2 snippets of our training on Wednesday. So this is us in the daycare yard. They had just gotten in for one of the rotations, and I was working on recall with them. This was the second time we did this. The first time I didn't film just because I wasn't sure how would it go. Annabelle is a ham. She is like, hello, you have treats. Even if I'm not getting treats, there is a possibility of me having this. I am all for it. Finnegan was definitely interested in coming over and saying hi, but he got nervous when other dogs, so right here, like you can see him like, I don't know about this. And then of course his sister comes up and is like, hey, between him and me. She's definitely his security blanket, but she's also a little bit of the instigator in this format. Really what I'm looking for is one, just basic recall. How do they respond if I call their name? How do they handle with other dogs being around them and swarming them? And this kind of tells me what our reward structure, how is it, what's the value for them? So is it the food? Is it the praise? Is it the pets? What really is their interest? Now, I sent you pictures of Annabelle with all that drool. She was definitely, we didn't have it too much in the beginning of the day, but by the time I filmed this, she was definitely getting that over sensory. Now, this clip here, so there's actually 2 clips, one of Annabelle and then one of Finnegan. I worked on the police command in the lobby by themselves just to see how they would do. And what I'm working on is tattletale energy. So what I mean by that is that when she looks at me, when there's a distraction, I'm going to reward it. I'm also working a little bit on place to where she knows she has to stay on there until I give her the release command. You can't really tell on this, but I did toss treats. So working on some of that impulse where she can see them. And that's why she's pulling on me, where she's like, oh, I know there's treats. Oh, I really want those. I'm like, I'll leave it. She gets released, but she doesn't get to have them. She got released and had to get a reward from me. This changes the dynamic a little bit. And again, she can't just get it whenever she wants. She has to go through the person. And I was able to get her redirected, and really she was kind of pulling herself on this capacity, but you can see her really working through it. Now I do have this sped up, and this is only a snippet of the training we did throughout the day, but you can see her really working with all the distractions of people walking past. And her tail doesn't stop. She really has the drive to work and the drive to do something. And that second time she released, she stayed completely focused on me, which was phenomenal. Now, once she got the treat, she was like, cool, I'm going to go get those other treats now. That's what we're going to build up on our focus of afterwards. Being a hound, she's going to be focused on her prey or on the thing that she wants, so the treats. And that's something that we work on, that self-regulation piece. Now, in a moment, you're going to see the video clip over to Finnegan, and I'll talk about his lobby training in just a second. All right, so here's the little dude's time. Now, there were people up there, and you'll see in a moment where he notices the statue outside. Now, we did actually have a couple dogs when I filmed this actually came in, so we actually had some live dogs as well. We sang a lot, and that's okay. But what you're gonna notice is I'm gonna walk away further from the thing that he wants to have attention for. Now, I'm doing the same thing that I did with Annabelle, where I'm calling his name and I'm rewarding for that eye contact. Truly think about that tattletale energy. Now, I start throwing treats here, and you can see where he gets it pretty quickly. Where, oh, okay, I don't push you, and I just chill out here. But then when we notice the dogs, when we hear the dogs coming around, that's when we kind of like lose the marbles a little bit. And I pulled him away to, again, create space and see if that helps. So once he's released, he gets to pick up a treat, and then we go back on place. Again, same thing I did with Annabelle, really kind of helping him with that boundary control. He does phenomenal here. We're working on throwing the treats. And there. That's when he's like, oh my God, there's a statue. He would not let it go. So we walked all the way away from it. I wanted to get his focus. I got his focus. I rewarded it. And it was cool. Let's go back. As soon as he saw it again, we got a little distracted. He barked a little bit. He wasn't baying the whole time. He was just a quick bay and then a treat. Quick bay and then treat. And right here you can see he's on the play Scott and he's actually choosing to ignore it, which I'd say is a win, especially for day one. Now he's still a little agitated, and so I'm asking for that sit. I want him to settle. I want him to relax on that place cot. We have another dog that comes in. He's deciding he's going to bay with this, and he doesn't quite know what to do here. So this is where I'm asking him, hey, I need you to sit. And I do take a couple steps further away, but also about right here is when I'm like, okay, let's go to the other side. Once I get him to the other side, completely away from the dogs and the people, I am able to get him refocused. Now I do a body block with Leave It to where, nope, I'm completely claiming this space is mine. Now I had to go around the ladder that you see there, just so we had a little bit more space. And you see us come back in just a second. So once he's calm and I get his focus and I reward it, then we get a little bit closer, get his focus, reward, get a little bit closer, slowly give us more space. And he saw the dogs outside and he was like, nope, I'm done. So I walked behind the desk and I got him calm and focused with behind the desk. Now he can hear the dogs, but he became a lot more calm, which is phenomenal. And I did reward that. So this is where I was really kind of testing out that threshold of how does he focus, seeing a dog or hearing a dog. And this pup decided they were going to clean up our treats, which don't worry, he got his snacks that day too. Overall, both kids did really well, and for their first day, we got some improvement, and then paying attention and redirecting it. And that's step one, which is phenomenal. So let me know if you have any questions, and we'll go from there.